Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Have you subscribed? Yes, you. Have you subscribed? You. Yeah, before you go, click. It's free. Click. Just that's it. Have you subscribed? You are laughing. Have you subscribed? Have you subscribed? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, madam, thank you so much. I can see you. I can see you. We have to get to 100,000 subscribers. By the end of the year, how are we going to do that if you don't subscribe? Yes, you. Yes, you're about to click off. Why? Have you subscribed? It's free. If you don't, ask your son. Ask your daughter. How to? Just one click. Thank you. Thank you. I see you. Aha. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, my people. LEMFI, the International Money Transfer Service, is here to provide you with a simple and efficient money transfer experience with no fees and the best rate in the industry. If you are in the US, UK, and Canada, LEMFI is here to serve you and help you transfer money to over 21 countries. In all ramifications, they are better than their competitors. We at the Dr. Damages Show are happy to partner with them to satisfy your needs. To that end, anyone who signs up with them using the referral code DOCTOR will get $30 cash back the first time you send $100 or more. From now until July 10th, 2024, LEMFI will enter your name into a raffle draw where you can win an iPhone, Apple Watch, MacBook, gift cards, and others. For an icing on the cake, the first 20 people to use Dr. Damages code DOCTOR will get a signed copy of one of his books, This American Life Safe or Chimamanda, The Adventures of Little Mermaid's African Cousin. Hello, my people. LEMFI.
I have nothing new to say.
People are hungry.
Let them die. It's their fault. Yeah, I'm supporting Tinubu 100%.
You're supporting Tinubu
100% to deal with Nigerians.
Chief.
People like you. So that when next election comes, I will now see whether when people bring money, you will vote for them or you will do your conscience.
And tonight, this gentleman will be making his network television debut. This is his most recent album right here. It's called Spirit of Love. We're very pleased to welcome Majek Feshek.
Arise from your sleep, Africa. Rise from your sleep, America. There's work to be done, Africa. There's work to be done, America. But if we unite, we will be free. So long, too long, so long, too long. We've been sitting down for so long. We've been fooling around for too long. We've been sitting down for so long. I have not been fooling around for too long. So long, so long, too long, too long, so long, for too long, too long. Hey. Remember, long time ago, when we used to live like queens and princess. Remember, the pyramid of Egypt, when we used to live like prince and princess. Remember, remember, Marcus Garvey, who are the dream for New America. Oh, remember, remember, Martin Luther King, who are the dream for New America. They say you are black, they say you are brown, they say you are black, they say you are brown. Only the angels of Jah is white now. Only the angels of God is white. So long, too long, so long, too long. We've been sitting down so long. We've been a fool around for too long. Arise from your sleep, Africa. Arise from your sleep, America. There's work to be done, Africa. So much work to be done, America. But if we unite, hey, we will be free so long, too long, so long, too long. Press the ground for so long.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your geographical location. It's me again, aka Electricity. Thank you for this, for joining me in this afternoon, our first broadcast of the day. I will be joined by Paul the Aviator later on, and to discuss the topic of today. Before then, I'm going to, I mean, you can see what is highlighted on the screen there. I'm going to show it again in the course of this broadcast coming up later tonight at 9 p.m. New York time and 2 a.m. Nigerian, New York, United Kingdom time. Is our very own ladies in the house. Most of you know them very well. It's Tope, who is also a great a donor on this platform, and Adama. They will be here later tonight as hosts to discuss why marriages of Nigerian couples will relocate abroad lead to divorce in just few years. They'll be joined by a lot of some of their community, those in the back. They call it comment in the comment section as well. So it's going to be a live broadcast, and please come one, come all to encourage them and to discuss this issue again. 9 p.m. New York time, 2 a.m. Nigerian time. It's part of the broadcast coming up later on. Tokwe and Adama will be here to discuss the subject, the topic, why marriages of Nigerian couples who relocate abroad lead to divorce in just a few years. Again, I'm going to highlight it later on in the course of the broadcast. So I'm going to play a video here while another video, which is the topic of this afternoon. Thank you, and enjoy, please.
1860, followed by other reach its shores in pursuit of the American dream. Just as the transformative change after South Carolina seceded from the Union in 1860, followed by other states, the United States underwent a transformative change after South Carolina seceded from the Union in 1860, followed by other states, leading to the Civil War in 1861. Yet, despite this tumultuous past, America continues to thrive, and many still aspire to reach its shores in pursuit of the American dream. Just as the sun has consistently shone, Nigeria's union has been subject of contention since its formation in 1914, when the northern and southern protectorates were united into a single entity. Despite numerous attempts to address the issues, the divisions have only grown wider. Is it time to overhaul our system and focus on good governance to create a more united and prosperous nation? Or is it time to separate? By advocating for a system based on the desire for good governance rather than ethnicity, we can move towards a brighter future, recognizing that there is a time for everything, including birth, death, war, and peace. We have the opportunity to reshape our nation's destiny. Join us for a thought-provoking and hopeful conversation as we explore this topic on various social media platforms. Let's work together to build a better future for all. The United States underwent a transformative change after South Carolina seceded from the Union in 1860, followed by other states, leading to the Civil War in 1861. Yet, despite this tumult,
Thank you again for joining. And the topic again is the existence of separatist movement Nigerian problem, or is it the case that we need more separatists in Nigeria with the hope that those who are clamoring for or asking for one Nigeria will sit up and will fix the country. I repeat again for the record. Is the existence of separatist movement Nigeria's problem, or is it the case that we need more separatists? Active one. I repeat, active one to shake the foundation, or that will shake the foundation of the country called Nigeria, with the hope that the present government will sit up and act accordingly. We'll also be talking about our diversity and looking at how this also will be able, can help us to achieve the desired dream that we have. We see the country every day, what is going on, and it is heartbreaking. And that's one of the reasons we come here every day to talk about this. Not just to talk about this, but to see how. Thank you, Tokwe, for your question there. You asked, what is false separatist movement? For example, the IPOB are described or known as what separatist movement. The Arewa and the Odudu are seeking for secession to separate from the Union. That is what is separatist movement. There are, if you look at the description, about 20 something plus in the United States on its own, but they are silent. Why are they silent? Because the country is what is working. The moment America starts to fail, you will see them bringing up, rising up from their respective corner. Look at the January 6th issue that happened in the United States. we have cases of IPOB in Nigeria, the Nnamdi Kanu. Why did he fail? These are the issues also we will look at. Do we need more of them? I repeat again, do we need more separatists to push, or that we push forward for a change in the country? Like the video I played, is it the case that we need to separate? Will it help? And why again the attempt made previously always fail? Is their modus operandi wrong? And as such, they need to go back and think about it. And they said, no retreat, no surrender. But sometimes you have to retreat and what? And do another study. Then you go back and fight the war. Is the existence of separatist movements Nigeria's problem? Or is it the case that what? That we need more separatist movement in Nigeria with the hope, I repeat again, with the hope that those who are clamoring for one Nigeria and fail to act accordingly will sit up and what? And start to act. I will be joined by Paul, the aviator, aka the aviator. He was here earlier. For some reason, he disappeared from the backstage. He's the guest. Like I said, I'm trying to bring some of our panelists to be guests here, and he has promised. He has pledged to make a generous donation to the platform, and hopefully we will see the generous donation soon. It's going to shock us. It's going to shock us. He is the Odogu silencer on this platform. Paul Diavito. Topeho, thank you for your contribution, and I will have to yield the floor at some point because there's another broadcast coming up. So your statement, don't yield the floor, or your wish will not come to pass. I'm sorry, I have to yield the floor. The IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, is still in prison at the moment. AB, Nwachukwu, LOL, thank you, laugh out loud. Thank you for joining, those of you joining in the comment section. AB, we that believe in you can start a movement and call it Topelism. That's a movement. Actually, AB, thank you very much for that. I hope you are aware that Tope and Adama will be here tonight. 9 p.m. New York time and 2 a.m. Nigerian, UK, Ireland, Irish time. Tokweo and Adama will discuss why marriages of Nigerian couples will relocate abroad lead to divorce in just a few years. There was an argument here made by one of our panelists, John Aber. I hope he's listening to me, as to those seeking to leave, and John Aber said or asked that nobody is stopping anyone to leave. I went back and I actually thought of that his argument that nobody is stopping anyone from leaving. If that is the case, why is Nnamdi Kanu still in prison? Why has he not been released, despite the fact that there is a court judgment that acts that he should be released? So, because they want to leave, certain individuals want to leave, even though we don't know, there's no paper plan as to what the geographical location or what makes up the Biafra nation or Biafra state. If the argument is nobody is stopping anyone from leaving, then why is he what? Why is he still held what in prison? Okay. Talk about the issue is that the government will always siphon every movement and term them as terrorists just to shut them down. Well, listen, that is the position of the government. Any government will do that. Okay. But should that stop separatist movement for pushing for a change? or pushing for their own entity or a nation. Okay. The IPOB, I don't know if the government would term them as what, as terrorists, but I don't think so. And if they do, they must have evidence to that to suggest that what, that they are terrorists. But is the existence of separatist movement in Nigerian problem? That's the question. Or is it the case that we need more separatist movement to push, to rise up, I beg your pardon, with the hope that those who are clamoring for one Nigeria and are not acting accordingly will sit up? Because you see the way the country is going every day. I know the people, we the people need to rise up. Okay. I saw a flyer of a protest from August 1st to August 10th taking place all over Nigeria. How authentic that flyer is, how authentic that protest is, I really don't know. But it's a flyer I saw on my WhatsApp this morning or yesterday. Came into my WhatsApp yesterday. According to AB, the two witches, Kilode, well, talk where you can see what how AB is describing you and Adama in respect to the program. Talk where AB. Tokwe says she's coming for you tonight. We will fly to the UK. Ajemeji Abi. They are the hosts this evening. Abi, let me just give you a heads up. Tokwe and Adama are the hosts this evening. So they will block you, they will ban you, they will banish you on earth and in heaven. So please be conscious of what you say right now. So I'm just giving you heads up. I am just giving you heads up in advance, baby. So please, I'm just telling you that someone is asking, please, where is Aisha Yusuf? I think Aisha Yusuf is in Nigeria. I don't know. Did anything happen to her? I think she's okay. Really? Nobody's talking about Aisha Yusufu disappearance. I don't know. I've not heard any news in that regard. Who is this Preston Gunye? Is part of the topic we're going to talk about today. Aisha Yusufu is, I think she is, in my opinion, she never, not this, not her word. She is a single separatist movement on her own. And you saw while the national and the new national anthem was played, she sat down in protest to it. And I don't know, has she disappeared? Please, I have to probably have to check a YouTube channel to know the last time she made upload a video. So I don't know. Preston is not making this. This story is not making a wave on the news or the Nigerian news. So I don't know where this is coming from. If you can clarify further, I would really appreciate it. Aisha Yusufu has been missing online after she said someone threatened her. It could be that she took she decided to take a step back from broadcasting, given to the threat made to her. I don't know. Like I said, it's a good information you are bringing up, but this needs to be verified to be sure that it is true that she's missing, or she just decided to take a back seat for now. You can see the one that happens, the one that the case of Adiola Sheron, the lawmaker who threatened to sue her for information he considered to be derogatory or defaming without having any evidence to that. So if anybody out there can verify or confirm this issue of Aisha Yusufu, will be highly appreciated. Again, going back to the topic, I'm going to play the video again for us to see. Here, I beg your pardon. Is it the case that we need to split the country? And if we split the country, will it be better off? We must understand that it's not just separating the country. It's good governance we want. That is what we should be pushing for here. Can the separatists push for that? I don't know. So, thank you again for those of you who have joined in the comment section while we wait for this broadcast schedule. Is made up of Paul. I hope he's all right. He was here earlier in the backstage and somehow he disappeared or he left. So I don't know. Nigerians need to rise up and chase those criminals masquerading as political leader. How will or can Nigerian rise up? It's a very interesting thing you just said. How? What do we need to do? How do we need to push these people? Okay, Nigerians, just like you and I, to rise up and chase these criminals masquerading as political leaders, because every day the same thing still happening. There is no change. I love to be positive. I'm a positive person, but it's hard, very hard to see anything positive right now. The exchange rate is going up high. Petroleum product, the cost of it right now. In my area, we've not had light for over a week now. Until yesterday, the electricity was restored back, and it's just for some few hours. It was restored back. So we don't know what is going on. So thank you, Paul, for joining. For joining. uh, uh, I hope we are safe with this your dressing this afternoon, Paul. You are muted, please.
Yes, we are very much safe.
All right. Okay.
Uh,
I just need to clarify that for the audience watching before they all start to take shelters with the way you're dressing. Thank you again for joining this broadcast. You are the guest you requested for this with the pledge to donate $1 million to Dr. Rudolph platform. I stand to be corrected if I'm wrong with the figure I quoted, please, just to have it on record. So am I wrong with the figure quoted, please?
I wish if I have $1 million by now, I'll be in Namibia. That's my dream place. I would have
Namibia.
I would have already retired to Namibia by now.
Okay. uh, so thank you again. You've always been interested to talk about our diversity. We will get to that, how we can exploit our diversity to benefit the country, but we'll get to that. The topic is the existence of separatist movements, movement Nigeria's problem, or do we need more separatist movement in Nigeria to push for a change, or to push those who said they want one Nigeria, but yet they are not doing anything? I don't know if you saw the video that was played earlier. It's about 1 minute something. I'm going to play the video again.
Yeah, I saw it.
So
America continues to thrive, and many still. The United States underwent a transformative change after South Carolina seceded from the Union in 1860, followed by other states, leading to the Civil War in 1861. Yet, despite this tumultuous past, America continues to thrive, and many still aspire to reach its shores in pursuit of the American dream. Just as the sun has consistently shone, Nigeria's union has been subject of contention since its formation in 1914, when the northern and southern protectorates were united into a single entity. Despite numerous attempts to address the issues, the divisions have only grown wider. Is it time to overhaul our system and focus on good governance to create a more united and prosperous nation? Or is it time to separate? By advocating for a system based on the desire for good governance rather than ethnicity, we can move towards a brighter future, recognizing that there is a time for everything, including birth, death, war, and peace. We have the opportunity to reshape our nation's destiny. Join us for a thought-provoking and hopeful conversation as we explore this topic on various social media platforms. Let's work together to build a better future for all.
So that is the video you've just seen or heard. And should we separate or should we push for good governance? Whether we separate or not, we want good governance in what? In the society. So is the existence of separatists such as the IPOB, Arewa, and those Nigeria's problem, or in your opinion, do you think we need more separatist movement in Nigeria? Those of you requesting for the link, I will post the link later on. Just give us a bit of time to lay a bit of foundation. Paul is the guest here, and you will come in and put questions to him because sometimes they need to sit in the hot seat to feel the way other people feel. So, Paul, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, and good morning. So I I really think this separatist movement, it's a good thing, but sometimes what is the motive behind it? That is what we must think. If you go back memorily, you look about the French Revolution, you discover that the people who fought for it end up become another dictator. You understand? So like these guys that are fighting for it, they've not even achieved it, but they are showing all type of traits of dictator that makes people don't want to believe in their agitation. You understand? Their yearnings and aspiration just didn't look good because they've not even achieved. Like the French Revolution, they achieved it before they started acting this way. But in this case, with these guys that have started it, that is starting it right now in Nigeria, they've not even achieved it. So you can see that trace. But if you ask me, do we really need something like that? Yes, I do, because the separatist movement, it will go about, it will bring the change that we're looking for. Because today, I know so many of us like to blame the West over what we are going through in Nigeria. You know, yes, is the West contributing to it? Yes. But at the same time, we ourselves, we contribute immensely. We make the West feed from our cancer. That's how I see it. So if you ask me, is it a good thing? Yes, it's a good thing. But are we ready to do it, or are we not ready to do it? I think we are ripe for it because of what we are going through, but we've not started the movement yet. We've not found the right person to start the movement yet.
When you said we've not find the right person to start the movement, uh, could you? What sort of person do you have in mind, or is that what? How will it look like? What does it need to do? Like people like Dele Farotimi, Peter Obi, and what's this guy's name? Kenneth. All these are human rights, the human rights activists. Don't they fall into that category of that person?
Dele Faro to me has been a great fighter, all from the days when he was in LASU, Lagos State University, and he's been doing great. But Dele Faro to me, as of today, Dele Faro to me is still playing on the very soft side. If Dele Faro to me see the country that the country is right for it, I think Dele Faro to me will do much, much. But right now, what Dele Faro to me is doing is what Festus Keyamo will say his father never complained in the living room, but every time he gets to the bedroom, he complained that he's done, he's tired of this country. But when he get to the living room, when he sees people, say, I beg, I no one carry Nigerian problem for my head. So Dele Faro to me is just talking on the soft side. He has not started the movement. You understand? So Dele Faru to me is trying to sensitize people. He's trying to make people understand that you can do this thing. So he's waiting for people to say, let us go. We are rightful. We are ready. You understand? Rightfully, we are behind you. Let us start this movement. Then that is when we will know that Dele Faru to me has started. So Dele Faru to me is just trying to show the movement. It's just like what you and I are doing. I tell people all the time, there are 1001 movies that I've been procrastinating to watch that I have not watched. Then I will come here, I will stock myself in my house arrest in one room every day, which the kids will be very, very happy. So that will not even be a problem to them. Then I'll be doing what I'm doing because the love of a nation. You understand? So Dele Faro to me is doing that same thing on a very bigger platform, but he's still looking for that movement where people will say, let us go out there. So Dele Faro to me is doing a good work, but the movement has not started.
Does he need? Does he have to wait for the people to tell him? We're just using him as an example among others. Does he need to
Correct.
wait for the people to tell him, let's go there? Or he is the one to galvanize the people to say, people rise up, let's go? I'm trying to understand, waiting for the people to say, people come and tell him, let's go. Yes, I agree, sensitizing the people. Should he not be the one to say, people rise up, blow the trumpet in Zion, blow the trumpet of war, let's go, and let's see how we will. I mean, could you share to clarify that, please? Because I'm
Yeah,
a bit, a little bit confused in that.
so Dele Faro to me is doing a very is coming from a very experienced way. Remember when Faro to me was in Lagos State University, LASU. He's a student union president, and he understand that when they say East Seleto, East Africa, you understand, people will stand up. And if you look his back, if he said, "Let us go back," even though he struggled to tell the people that let's go back, he struggled to tell the people that let's go back. That's how it works. But a situation where you see the people who complain more, they complain when you see 10,000 people complain in your front, then you see 100,000 people inbox you say, huh, if I tell you what you had a year, if I tell you what you had a year, it weakens you. You understand? It weakens you. So Dele Faro to me is coming from an experienced place. So Dele Faro to me is waiting rightfully when the people will understand that we have to do these things now. There is no time. This man has sacrificed a lot. He messed his career. He's a fantastic lawyer. You understand? But because of his activism, it make him look like what Nigeria will fondly mess a lawyer, call you a charge and bail lawyer. He had to even relinquish his law thing that he's doing. You understand? And every other thing. So he has sacrificed a lot. The people are still whining. The people are not ready to come out. So he has done everything where if you look his back, the people say, let's go. I think Jerry Faro to me is readily available to do that fight. But the people are not ready to stay behind him. Yes. You know, the people
Before,
still have this, one thing that every human being have, directly or indirectly, is called hope. How do you get your hope? It's a different ball game. So, like in our part of our world, we have hope in the place of faith. You understand? And you know the way the Bible talk about faith. Faith cometh by hearing. You understand? And by hearing of the word of God. So when we say by hearing of the word of God, we are waiting for God to come help us do these things and every other thing. You know, people believe all those things and it's the substance of some things that you can't feel, you can't touch, but it will happen. So we are waiting for that miraculous revolution. We don't know when it will come.
miraculous revolution. Wow. Uh, yeah, I think you are applauding the pastors that are telling people there's a Messiah coming somewhere. Before you weigh in on that comment I highlighted on the show, Dele Faro to me claimed or stated that Peter Obi has raised enough army or raised an army uh, that are willing to sacrifice their life. So does that put Peter Obi in the same both as a revolutionist, because if I say you've been able to raise an army who are willing to lay down their life for the truth, yeah, for the truth, that's what it said, quote unquote, for the truth, does that put Peter Obi in the shoe of a revolutionary because he's been able to raise an army?
Obi is privileged to raise this army. You understand that the army see the so-called army, you understand, if you want to use B, the honey and the bee, you understand, they happen to see Obi, you understand, as the honey. So the bee is coming towards his directions and every other thing. But what is Obi doing with these people? Obi is still using the people to play politics. Obi is not using them for revolution. That's another thing. Obi is using them to play politics. Obi see an army of voters. Obi did not see an army of revolutionaries. Let us go and fight. You understand? One step at a time. Let us go and achieve the state of Ekiti. Let us all fight and go break the stronghold of only Lagos. Let's just go and break the stronghold of only Lagos. If we can break the stronghold of Lagos, our next movement, let us go and break the stronghold of Kano, or let us go and break the stronghold of River State. You understand the cardinal point of every region, these 6 geopolitical zones. Obi is not doing that. Obi is using these people to achieve his own yearnings and aspiration as a politician. He's not using them for the revolution that you are asking. So that is just the thing. You understand? We can do it in 2 ways. We can do it in 2 ways. You know, a young police officer in Mississippi did that during when Martin Luther King was agitating. Martin Luther King, when Martin Luther King is doing all those things, what he was doing is expecting that the police will arrest him. Because the more police arrest him, the more police do all those things, it gives him more fame. It creates that sympathy plus empathy. You understand? It makes that white man in his own room now not only to sympathize, but want to empathize. Why do you treat these people like this? And everything. Then a police officer in Mississippi did a very great work. The police officer arranged, told everybody, said, just let him come, let him campaign, give him all the old apparatus to campaign. They just let Martin Luther King come, campaign, do everything, and walk away. It didn't look like he achieved anything. You understand? But when they arrest him, when they do this, they do that, somewhere along the line, you just see one man called Sunday Igboho. We started calling him Separatist. This is somebody who came out back in the days during the time of Modakeke and Ife fight and everything. You understand? Who was taking side in this OPC thing just to fill his own pocket. Somewhere along the line, Igboho thought to become a separatist and the likes. It just don't work like that. You understand? These people don't have anything. So that is what Obi is doing. Obi is not ready yet. Obi is not even doing it at all. It's not part of it.
You said he's using his army for political purpose. Do you
Correct.
think Nigerians will be able to select, whatever terminology of it to use, a leader through the ballot box?
That is a good question. It's yes, from the place, like I use the word sympathy and empathy, from the place of sympathy, from the place of we know the right people. We know people by what we call the right people because of the way they carry themselves. You understand? But the thing is that we need very strong institution. I strongly believe that you are following what America is doing today. You understand? You can imagine when the president is in power, but you see strong institution is giving the contestant, Donald Trump, more power than the serving president because of strong institutions and every other thing. Instead of in our own contest, Joe Biden is supposed to have all the power. But right now in the US, you see that Donald Trump have more power. Why? Strong institutions. We don't have that. I will tell you one funny thing. Look at Joe Biden. Joe Biden has been in power for 52 years. Then he take vacation for 4 years. That is between 2016 and 2020. 52 years. So if you minus those 4 years, that is 48 years. Joe Biden has been in that house for 36 years, in Senate for 36 years. He worked with Mitch McConnell, a Republican, for donkey years. But Joe Biden become president. Mitch McConnell could not be his friend. He worked in that Senate, and they are frustrating his government. You know why? Strong ideology. Because Party A and Party B ideology is more important than any individual that I've been with for the past 30 years.
Strong institution, you said. I believe you are referring to the INEC, the judiciary, the legislative arm, and other institutions. How do you think we can achieve this strong institution with the way things are going? How can we? I agree with you. We need strong institution. But how can we achieve that strong institution with what is happening in the legislative arm, what is happening in the executive, both federal and state government? How can we achieve this strong institution?
How painful it can be, people will call me all type of name when I say these things. It is within them that you can achieve one step at a time. But if somebody is coming from outside, it's going to be very, very tough to break this institution. I talk to the king where I come from. But when I talk to the king one-on-one, I learn a lot. He agree with me so much. But if I talk to the king with his cabinet, everybody just laugh at me. This boy don't even know what he's talking. Novice, ignorant, and everything. They tell me, go learn language, go learn your culture. They shock me that they say, go and learn your language, go learn your culture. You don't even know anything, so don't even talk. But when I talk to the king, so we think inside them, when you see Singapore, they call Lee Kuan Yew all type of name. But Lee Kuan Yew did not only put food on the table. Lee Kuan Yew built strong institution. But by building strong institution, Lee Kuan Yew, they call Lee Kuan Yew Stalin. They call Lee Kuan Yew dictator. They call him all type of thing. You understand? Because of his bringing change. And change is never easy. So within these guys, they can achieve one thing and just do it very well. And if they achieve it, we fight to keep that thing. You understand? Every time I see a police officer who parade any thief, you understand? I ask the police officer, why don't you parade it with another police officer that also do the wrong thing at the same time? So that another police officer too is going to learn. Why only parade it that civilian? So these are the things. You understand? So when you bring accountability and transparency, it helps. But within them, it's inside them. One person. Remember, let's tell ourselves the truth. All these guys that go to power, they all have good intention to do well, a good percentage of them. But when they enter there, they can't change the tradition and the culture. Then the system going to consume them.
Let me stop you there, because it appears you are contradicting yourself.
Correct.
First, you said the change will come from within. Again, you said those who go in there, they went with good intention, but
good percentage.
They are good percentage, but they are able to change them when they get in there. That appears to be contradictory. You clarify yourself. However, in the legislative arm, give me one name that you think can rise up or should rise up to push for this change. One name.
Yeah, you see how funny it is now, because now I can't even give you one name. But the same me said they have good intention. You understand? Pastor Oyinkro, Andrew, you, from everything that you are doing, you have good intention. If you happen to be one of those honorable Maybe I can even give your own name. That's why I use my king and his cabinet. When I'm talking to my king, he agree a lot with me. But when I sit with his cabinet, they laugh at me, say, this one we don't even know culture. Who want to teach us how to rule or govern the people? They just laugh at me. So these are the things. But one strong person will come. I will not even give you the person name. We know the person. Just like as you make from your assertion, just like as you talk about Aisha Yusuf, that she's a separatist in her own right.
If I get you clear, you said one person will come on, that person has come. I need you to clarify that there is a person. You don't want to name the person.
Oh no. Not I don't want to name the person. Not I don't want to name the person because the person has not achieved the purpose. That's why. So there is no person, but there are a lot of them that want to do it, but who will cast the first stone? Who will fight this fight that you will take a lot of humiliation? You understand? Who will fight this fight that you will take a lot of humiliation, that you will sacrifice a lot? Just like as David Pharaoh to me sacrificed, criticize the system and everything. He's no longer a lawyer. He resigned of being a lawyer. Because which court do you want to go? Which judge do you want to stand? You, this idiot, you're going to lose your case. You understand? So when you keep losing cases and everything, who want to give you any case to do?
How did it? You said he sacrificed his career.
Yes.
Okay. On what basis?
Love of a nation. Love of a nation. Love of a nation.
Why will he sacrifice his career for love of a nation? Should it
So
not be the case that the love of a nation should propel him to continue his career and defend people, defend the innocent, defend the those that were brutalized, defend those who don't have voice in the court of law? So how does that sit that he sacrificed his career for the love of a nation? I don't understand.
So Dele Farotimi never stop. If it's what you want to know, Dele Farotimi never stop. But he stopped being a lawyer. He still advises, he still does everything. You understand? But you understand very well that one of the most corrupt institutions is our judiciary. You understand? It's our judiciary.
Sorry for interjecting. If he backs up because one of our judiciary is corrupt, who is going to change it? Because your argument is the change will come from within, not from outside.
That's why I said Dele Farotimi never stop. He keep on talking about it. He keep on doing everything. But I don't know how you, Pastor Yinkro, will feel if you hire that man as a lawyer and you just go to court. They just throw the case out. Or they just don't want to even give him dates to hear his own client case. They just keep pushing the case, push the case. And another person will just tell you that if you take another lawyer, the judge will answer your case. You understand?
Was that the case with him? Is that what you claim? That they keep pushing his case away and as such he resigned?
Yeah, because he's a radical.
I will have to verify that because
if a judge judges case wrongly, he's going to criticize the judge. So one of the ways they play, they keep shifting the goalposts. You understand? They keep shifting the goalposts. I have not passed my judgment. Now, if another person tells you if you want to get a hearing on this case, just take another lawyer. You're going to get a hearing for your case. And you did that, Yapo. He knows. He knows. We have a very barbaric system.
That is, in my own opinion, that is the reason why he shouldn't wait for the people before he blows the trumpet of that separatist movement. He should rise up and say, people, let us go for this. That is what I'm going to say. And
Pastor Yukro, remember it's a time. Right. Remember it's a very thin line
of what
between a revolutionary and a dictator, or sorry, how do they call Nnamdi Kanu? They call you all type of state. You understand? I forget the English. I'm trying to find the right word to use. You understand? Before they will give you name that you are obstructing the system.
How many
They call
names
you.
they've given? I've been giving names on this platform. Headmaster. Tokwe is there. Headmaster. I have too much. I'm abusing power, but I never stop. I still come.
Talk,
I still
talk
hope.
about who
I
have
still want to sense.
encyclopedia of giving name. She have a encyclopedia of giving name. Full.
I still want to sensitize the platform. I didn't stop. Yes, I have come to a point for me to what to back out to say, you know what, these Nigerians, we are just the same thing everywhere. But I kept going, and I said, no, I will not be pushed away. So why is he allowing himself to be pushed away? That is my
So just like
problem.
I said, you don't want to agree. You think he should stand on one place, and it's only that place that he can achieve what he is doing. He just don't
Not
work like that. He write books. He keep coming out. He keep telling people. He keep doing everything. It's another way, you understand, to expose the system. It's another way to challenge the system and every other thing, which is doing very,
right.
very well. But you know the big, the biggest problem we are having. People don't understand how strongly the fourth arm of the government, which is the media, and the media, they call it another funding name. They say the watchdog. You understand? The media is the fourth arm of the government, and the media is not anywhere in the government. That's why they don't call it part of the government. They don't get paid. They don't get anything. How important the media can be. I will tell you another funny thing. Just imagine every day that you see in the media, what do you see in Arise, Channels, AIT, NTA? They keep,
Disappointment.
and one of the greatest disappointments, this is something that I tell my in-law, they keep bringing the people who have bastardized the system as a statesman, as an experienced person, when they did not achieve anything. If they talk about road, they will go bring Fashola. If they talk about electricity, they will go bring Fashola. They will go bring people that today we are still facing the same problem. Don't give them voice. Do you understand? So this Dele Farotimi that we're talking, these great people that we're talking, if you keep giving them voice, they will keep getting stronger. You understand? One of the ways to punish some of those people, no, that's why you see all the politicians in Nigeria, the first thing they do, they go get their own media house. You understand? They go get their Awolowo did the same thing. Zeke did the same thing. Tinubu did the same thing. Maybe somewhere along the line, you see Peter Obi will somewhere along the line create one and every other thing. So you just say all this thing because you understand the importance of the media. So we give
Uh,
people voice, we spend quality time discussing people that we don't need to discuss. If we don't even discuss them, we make them just die natural death.
uh,
Don't give them
thank you.
voice.
Thank you. Yeah, I can agree with you in terms of the media, and this platform is pushing to have a voice back in Nigeria, to have a place back in Nigeria. There are underground work going on, so that people can hear this message, Nigerians, with the hope that it's going to uh, sensitize them. I will take some comments here before we go ahead. For those of you joining in the comment section, uh, here this person says separation will make us even weaker as a nation. I don't know about that. Only patriotic people can carry out a revolution. How many Nigerians are patriotic? So, is Dele Faro to me patriotic?
He's very much patriotic.
Okay, let's hope. I have personally my opinion. I have my doubts in that regard. So we will leave that for now. D Daniel TSB said, "We all know Nigeria is not working. We all know the right things to do, but we are a culturally greedy, over materialistic people and fake religious people." uh, Someone said, I always criticize others. Why don't you go to Nigeria and lead the revolution? Okay. Well, there are people around me here raising their hands saying that they've said the same to my daughter, saying that my daughter saying, "Yeah, go to Nigeria." And when I pack my bag and say I'm leaving now, they'll be the one first crying. Why are you leaving us here?
Electricity. Sometimes people don't understand that some of us actually go to Nigeria. I just came back from Nigeria like a month and 2 weeks or thereabouts. I went to Nigeria. When I was going to Nigeria, I went with a friend of mine. I tell you, after everything he said, he will never, ever, ever travel with me. That airport, I work in that airport. You understand? I work in that airport. I still save my badge. We have what is called ODC, on duty card, that you get from the state service. You understand? And this badge have different colors. There are sensitive places that you cannot go. There are places that you can go. You see those guys in the ticket and everything. There are places they can't even see while they are working in the airport. You understand? So I have the highest badge. I carry a blue badge where I can access anywhere in the airport because of the nature of my job. But I can use that to cut a deal, to talk to people that I work here. But another way around, it will even work against me. They might ask me money. A guy, don't be a guy. My friend refused because I said, me, I don't give anybody money. As I'm going to Nigeria, I bring my naira just to get a cart to carry my bag. I don't give anybody money. I fight all my way. So sometimes some people don't understand what we are doing, even when it's easy for me. I fight all my way. When I was coming back, I went to Nigeria with an expired Nigerian passport. And I came back to America with the same expired Nigerian passport. The immigration hold me. I created a scene, I made trouble, and I left. 1 naira, I still did not give. So sometimes people don't really know what we are fighting for when we're doing some of these things that we're doing, And I didn't do it because of I prepare myself to go make trouble, but because of it at the same time, I still know my right. Like I said, when I travel, I'll go see my king, I see people, I still go to vendor stand, go talk, go argue, and everything. And of course, if people look my face really look like somebody who can buy newspaper for 300 naira. So which means I'll stay the Free Readers Association. We will talk, we will laugh, we will argue, and everything. People don't understand that this is also contribution in your own right. We do all these things. We live in our own comfort, like the Nigerian people will tell us. And we are discussing Nigeria every day. When there are 1001 movies for us to watch, there are places for us to go. There are parties everywhere that we can go eat free food, good Nigerian food for free. People don't understand that Nigerian food can be expensive in this part of the world. And we'll leave all those things. We'll stay here, we'll talk politics, we'll talk the greater good of our country. We are fighting, we are doing our own in our own little right.
Yeah, I agree with you in terms of the going to the airport. I remember the last time I went home and I told myself, you know what? Let me clarify. Kulata, no, I never said P2B. I never called P2B a civil rights activities. What I said was that Dele Farotimi stated that he has been able to raise army that are willing to lay their life for the truth. So why did he not use those army to start his own separatist movement? So I hope that provide clarity. Yes, for those of us in diaspora going home, I think we should take responsibility and blame. When I got to the airport, I told myself, you know what? No easy way again. That is the way I'm going to go. I'm not going to bribe anybody or not because I have everything. I carried my normal 23 kg. Going, you have to carry 23 kg. You don't have a choice. If you want more than 23 kg, you pay for it. You don't even think that you are going to bribe anybody. It doesn't cross your mind that when you get to the airport. But when we're coming back, we are willing, we are prepared to bribe our way for them to carry more than 23 kg. So if we stick to the rule, so when I got to the airport and I had two 23 kg bag with me with my normal 10 kg. Fortunately, one was over 23 kg, the other was 19 kg. So I just have to move things and everything. So I wanted to check in my hand luggage as well too. And the lady said, no, I can't check in my hand luggage. But I said, I've been told I can check in my hand luggage. Saying, okay, I said, no problem. I'm willing to carry my hand luggage. After they call it hand luggage. It's weighing the same, it's carrying the same weight. But I was determined, nothing, shishi will not drop from me. And that was what happened. When I was going in, the same thing. The woman said, God show us love. I told her, listen, as I'm here now, as I'm not just I'm looking for love desperately. I'm finding love myself. So if you can show me love, I don't mind. That's why I came to Nigeria. I'm coming to look for love. They all laughed, they let me go. I did not spend. So if we all can take this position, there's nothing they can do about it. It's all down to the people. Again, thank you for those in the comment section who have joined us. I want to highlight some. I just need to clarify that it's a question he asked was not. There's so much comment here. Uh, I don't. Anyway, thank you very much, Paul. Again, one of your focus you want to talk about is diversity. I'm going to yield the floor to you for you to start to tell us, because you say you want to educate us. Yes, I stand to be corrected. I'll also put the link. I'll put the link out there while you're talking, so that those who wants to join this broadcast will run for just 2 hours, because there's another broadcast coming up. I was up till about I finished work 10 p.m. yesterday. Was in a meeting, backstage meeting from 12 midnight to 6 a.m. this morning. We have a wonderful show coming up later tonight. Allow me to highlight it again. Coming up later tonight at 9 p.m. New York time, 2 a.m. Nigerian, UK, Irish time, is our own great Madam Tokbe O, and the shaker and the mover of the earth, Adama, will be here this evening to discuss why marriages of Nigerian couples who relocate abroad leads to divorce in just a few years. It is an interesting topic. I'm not going to say much beyond that. I will leave them to when they come in. They are the hosts. I am not the host. Rudolph is not the host. They are our female ladies moderators. Where we are hoping that they will come in full force. They are prepared. They are full of. They want to push out all the knowledge they have on us. And please don't forget to join them and encourage. It's an interesting topic. It's an issue that is like a plague right now within Africa Nigerian community. Thank you, Paul. I yield the floor back to you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, talking about this marriage thing that you just make mention about, it's one great thing. It's something that we really need a lot.
Paul, you cannot weigh in on it. We have to wait till 9 p.m. Sorry, I have
No,
to stop.
no, I'm just saying it's something that is very, very important in our community, and it's as easy as anything, and it's as tough as anything.
Okay,
If only
so
we can understand
leave that till
ourselves.
9 p.m., please. Thank you very much. Let's go to the diversity, please. Thank you. The floor is here. I'm posting the link for those who wants to come on the platform while Paul is weighing in on the diversity issue. Paul, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I think our diversity is supposed to be our strength, and for a very short time now, I've been living in the US, and I see how the US make use of their diversity. Sometimes some of us don't really understand the importance of these things, that our diversity, it makes us stronger, and we reduce ourselves to our little cocoon. You understand? Because of every one of us, our parents are the best thing that can happen to us. So everything that our parents told us, we hold them so strong and every other thing. We are not here to condemn what our parents told us, what our uncles told us, but we're supposed to be here to learn. Like they say, you live, you learn. I can remember many years ago the punishment that my dad punished me with his TV. You understand? Beat me, punish me with his TV. Somewhere along the line, I bought one TV for my dad. My dad can't operate it. My dad called me and said, he don't even understand how to operate this TV. I said, no, daddy, if I touch that TV, I will spoil it. You are the one that know how to use TV. So you go ahead and use your TV. So these are how life is, how life evolved. So life evolved so fast that things got changed. Growing up as a young boy, born, raised in Lagos, I school in GRA, Apapa GRA. Apapa used to be where what we will call the junior staff of during the colonial era, where the junior staff of white people live. Then probably the senior staff live in the Ikeja GRA. You understand? So Apapa is a great place. But after the independence, Awolowo was systematically drive these people out of there after the independence. That is the relocation of the white people to Jos. That's how you see back in the days, you hear that, oh, a lot of white people live in Jos. These are people who moved out from Apapa, they moved to Jos, and Awolowo was doing it probably for a good purpose, the way these people did to us and every other thing. Somewhere along the line, it changes, it brings some type of bitter politics around us. These are the things. But growing up in Lagos, let me leave Awolowo side. Growing up in Lagos, when you see the Yoruba people that were born, raised in Lagos, you see the Igbo boy that is born, raised in Lagos, that Hausa boy, that Ijo boy, that any other Nigerians you can think of that was born, raised in Lagos. Easily we bond together, we do things together. But when you see that Yoruba boy that just come just 2 hours away from Ibadan to Lagos, he tried to change all the old Yoruba boys in Lagos. It's hard for him, because we all live together. We all understand our community and it helps us. So we don't even understand that we are different tribe because that is the community we know. The Lagos is the only place I know. The Lagos is the only place the Igbo boy know, the Calabar boy know, that Yoruba boy know. So when another Yoruba boy say, why they go follow this Igbo boy? Why they go follow you? No, it doesn't work like that. Because that's what they know. And it helps us, it make us grow. It make parents also understand one another. It make another parents can punish us while we're playing ball on the street, while we go climb on top of the roof. The things that boys will want to do, another parents can punish us. You understand? That is diversity. And that helps us. But when outsiders started coming in, they try to say, no, you, this Yoruba boy in Lagos, you are not supposed to play with these people. They will betray you. Play with me that is coming because we are both Yoruba. The Igbo boy that is coming from East, say, play with me because we are all Igbo. You are not supposed to play with these people. The Calabar boy, the Robo boy, play with me. So it just is messing us. But if we can grow up the way we grow up in our little community and understand and spread it, it will grow the country. It will grow the people. And diversity and our previous topic to some extent, separatists and the likes, simply mean that the Hausa man needs to fight for what they understand that can grow their community. Let it be. I'm not supposed to be from Warri or from Lagos, want to condemn what the man is doing in North. I don't live there. I don't understand their lifestyle. I don't understand the easy thing that can bring opportunities to them. I don't. Instead of me to criticize, why not travel and go learn from it? Yeah, growing up all my life, I'm a skinny person. As I started growing up and everything, I like to wear native. I have them in abundance. Every time I dress like the West and everything, people see me like hungry man. But when I wear native, I look more matured. I enjoy them. I enjoy them and everything. And every time, because I'm skinny, I'm tall, I'm dark, if I find myself in the North, I look like a Northernant. I remember back then when I was working in Nigeria, during Ash period, they sent me to Sokoto. One Peter Hausa, I don't know. What I know is just I can count 1 to 10. But I can live. You know why? Easily, because before I even get to the North, I've been dressing like a Northernant. I dress well like a Yoruba boy. You understand? So my dressing and everything to some extent make them welcome me. Because we don't understand that culture is simple thing as not only your tongue, it's your food and it's your clothes. One thing that you see, you give to a politician to some extent, they're trying in that aspect in terms of clothes. You understand? They keep the culture very well when it comes to clothes. I don't know whether they keep it very well when it comes to food, or I don't know whether they keep it very well in other places. So these are the things. So we can learn to understand that our diversity can be that our diversity. Let me respect the thing that that person is doing in the north. Instead of me to come from the place of condemn, let me sell my own to the person. You understand? And let me just systematically make the person understand that, you know, if you can bring this, if you can bring that, it's going to help. You understand? Slowly, slowly. That does not mean you will not criticize, because if you don't criticize, it also affects. But how do you criticize? How do you manage people? One of the most ancient cities in Africa, the Benin Kingdom is part of it. You understand? The old Bendel state. Edo State is technically the capital, is everything. You understand? But when you look, the carving out, the breaking out of Delta State out of Edo State and the likes, Delta State is even doing way better than Edo State. I'm sorry, people will come for me on that. But one of the things that happened.
Sorry for interjecting you. Okay, diversity. I want what I want to. I was having a chat with some of the ladies yesterday on this platform, as we're talking about respect and culture and diversity. Respect is not a cultural thing; it's a worldwide thing. Do you agree with that?
Correct. 100%.
Diversity also is not a cultural thing; it's a worldwide thing. Would you agree with that?
Yes, it's just a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle, and either north, south, east, and west, the lifestyles or our diversity, we're supposed to use it to promote good governance and promote each other's welfare and well-being. Would that be correct?
Correct.
Good. So, in respecting each other's diversity in the context of Nigeria, why haven't we used it to promote good governance?
So this is a problem. I saw something 2 weeks ago, almost 2 weeks now. It makes me laugh. In Barcelona, where they are driving tourists. This is a city that make almost $23 million from tourists. But the people started complaining that it makes rent go up, things go get expensive, and they get tired.
Before we weigh in on that, I need to highlight something for you to clarify from Kulata, please. Can you disregard the word "that's a lie"? We won't. I don't think that is an appropriate word to use. I'm I'm replacing that word with "that's incorrect." Okay. Igbos live all over Yoruba towns, and we get along. Stop saying what you do not know. Did you say anything of such?
I didn't say anything of such.
Okay.
I said
Good.
growing up, my Kolata, just to let you know how I grew up. I grew up in a community where every tribe lived together. And I said it clearly. I said the Yoruba boy in Lagos play with Igbo boy, play with Yoruba, play with Calabar, play with everybody. But when a Yoruba boy come from another state, we will not tell that Yoruba boy that, why you play with all these people? That's what I said. I didn't say anything. You know why? Because we all that grow up together in one place, we become our own community. We know what we want and we know how to go about what we want. So somebody will not just come from somewhere. I said, no, you are not supposed to deal with this person. That's what I said. So understand me clearly, Kulapa, if you didn't hear me. I said the Yoruba boy play with everybody. And for me to say I play with Yoruba boy, and I said I play with Igbo boy, and I said the same thing. I said the Igbo boy that also come from the east to Lagos also want to quick to associate with that Igbo boy and not want to associate with the rest. Didn't understand that. No, come join the community. Don't come and take someone out of the community. That's what I said.
Thank you for the clarification. For the record, Paul has clarified himself. Kulata, thank you for also highlighting it. He didn't say that and it's clarified himself. Thank you very much. We're having Righteous man, thanks for joining. I'm of the opinion that you have questions for Paul. Paul is the guest this afternoon. It's donating $1,000 to the platform for this special for this privilege he's been given. You can see the way he's dressed. Righteous man, welcome. What do you have to say, please? Do you have questions for Paul? You are muted. You have to unmute yourself, righteous man. You are muted, righteous man. Can you unmute yourself?
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Good afternoon from here. I just joined now, so I don't actually know the topic. I just saw
Okay, all right.
Dr. Damage forwarded to me. So I said, okay, let me join. But I
Okay.
don't know the topic. Yeah.
The topic we are dealing on now is our diversity, how we can use it to promote good governance. So that is what we are discussing now. You live in Nigeria, and you know also about our diversity. So what do you think? Why are we not using our diversity to promote good governance in Nigeria? Righteous man.
I think our political leaders, in fact, the problem of Nigeria is not from the common masses. Our political leaders have no ambition of unifying the country and making it a great nation. It is the leaders that planted the seed of discord among all ethnic groups, fighting for superiority, who is superior to the other. And it's a pity because if they have seen Nigeria as a nation, in definition of Chief Awolowo, that Nigeria is just a mere geographical expression, which means he has not admitted Nigeria to be a nation. And those who lived after him are still carry out with that definition and still believe in that definition. Those who are governing us have not seen why they should utilize our diversity. We're supposed to make us a great nation. Still building Nigeria based on ethnicity, religion, and tribe. And it is an unhealthy it's an unhealthy venture. And the blame must be on our leaders. They have corrupted the country. They have made the country unworkable. The problem is not me and you.
Righteous man. We don't. Why is it that we don't like to take responsibility, the citizens? I will cite you an example. Okay, you go to the mechanic shop. Paul, I apologize for that. You go to the mechanic shop. Okay, you take your car to the mechanic shop in Nigeria. Then, and rather than the mechanic to tell you it's going to change the tire rod and this whatever it is, the mechanic ends up not changing that, rather collecting your money. Is that our leader's fault?
Yes, that mechanical learned it from our leader. Okay, a leader that was given. Can I explain?
Go ahead.
Yeah, a leader that was given a contract to tar from Tinkan Island to Oshodi, and maybe was awarded a contract of about 15 billion naira to do that road construction and put street lights. End up embezzling that fund and never be questioned, not been arrested, not been jailed. Rather, he's been protected and celebrated, and tomorrow he or she becomes a governor or secretary to the federal government or to the state government. So the common man are learning from the head. It is the corruption that the common man has seen from the head that they are copying. I remember while growing up in Lagos as a little child in 1981. Okay, I don't think there was corruption of this magnitude as we are having it today in Nigeria. And irrespective of your tribe and your language or your religion, in 1981, 82, I mean, the commoners were seeing themselves as Nigerians. I'm not talking of the elite. And there was high level of sincerity and honesty. But as time goes on, the common man has seen that he has nothing to gain in being honest in Nigeria, because the leaders they're looking on to have decided to abuse the office they occupy.
Okay, righteous man. Sorry for interjecting you. Based on this your argument, is it okay for me to say if you are awarded a contract, if or let's say you're a mechanic, I bring my car to you as a mechanic, you are going to defraud me based on this your argument?
No, no. Why my answer is no is we are looking at the generality of Nigerian concept. Now,
but you just said the mechanic should not be blamed.
No, it does not. Look, that mechanic, why I say he should not be blamed is what he had copied. Maybe his moral virtues are very low. You understand? Okay, there is no way all Nigerians will be corrupt. No way. In a village where you have about 100 people, no matter how bad that village is, you will still see an average of 0.2% that are good. Okay? So, but when the larger percentage of the population are geared towards, their lifestyle are geared towards corruption, then when you are writing about such people, you will write them as corrupt people, not minding that there are some few individuals who might not be corrupt.
Thank you. Yes, Paul. When we were growing up in Lagos, I grew up in Lagos. We don't know the difference between Yoruba and Igbo man. But truth be told, our parents have misunderstanding with other parents. But we still end up going to play with each other. Even at the corner, our parents will say, don't go and play with that person. Don't go and play with that person like this. But we ended up playing with each other. So how this, even we still marry each other till tomorrow. My question is, why can't we use the same mentality or ideology to promote the good of the nation, and we become so tribalistic? Why, Paul?
Yeah, it's so funny the way things is going, because another strong body now add to it, religion. Because our religion now started, how do I call it now? Our religion started diversifying. Like you see back then growing up, when they talk about Christianity, then growing up, it's all about Catholic. You understand? Catholic is so big, then other so-called Pentecostal follows. You understand? And Catholic is just one big umbrella that everybody stays. But when Pentecostal come, we started seeing 3-bedroom flats turn to church, 2-store turn to church, and everything. The more these things keep coming and everything, it makes the whole thing. Islam, the same thing happened in Islam. So the tune of Islam started doing night vigil, something that never happened growing up. Islam started getting their things and everything, where you see somebody who pray, also have his own consultation where people will come consult as afar at home and everything. Fantastic Muslim person that you love so much that can help. You know, these things. And the way our Christianity is going, our Christianity started going extreme. What today we call far right. Started going extreme. Extreme in the sense that you can be a Christian and you can be a Muslim. You still respect my culture. But for today, for the fact that I'm a Christian, me, first of all, you understand, condemn my own culture. If me, I can condemn my own culture, then it is easy for me to just throw away your culture, to just feel that your culture does not exist. You understand? So religion also creates another mess in its own, where Jehovah's Witness what we know, it was only Jehovah Witness that you say, oh, you don't marry an outsider. The Jehovah Witness are Catholic. Somewhere along the line, Christ Embassy, Redeem, this, that, this. Within Islam, they also have this same faction inside Islam. I can't make mention of Islam much because I don't really know their names and every other thing. But they have the same thing like Christian and every other thing. So with religion again started pushing us far, 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 far. You know, where you see people marry. I was very, very strong in post student association. I was very, very strong. Like this year, we have our student association in
Oh,
Amsterdam.
sorry for stopping you, for interjecting. Before I lose Righteous Man, because it's not
Yeah.
Righteous Man. Take a look at the what is highlighted on the screen there. Is that accurate, Righteous Man? Righteous Man, can you hear me?
Tomato price.
Tomato
Yeah.
price has crashed from 18K to 9K. Nobody's praising Tinubu now. Is that true?
It's 100% lie. I'm very close to where they sell tomatoes. Maybe just give me 10 minutes because I'm in a car wash right now. Maybe in 15 minutes or 20 minutes time, I will be through. I will drive down to where they are selling tomatoes. Then I will price it, you will hear it. Yeah,
Okay,
so
please
it's a fallacy, a lie, capital one.
Nigeria won't provoke Righteous Man.
Why we wait for Righteous Man to
Failing to understand that Righteous Man is the market analysis. He's the one that do analysis. Yeah, remember those days growing up in Lagos when they do analysis, tell you show market, they'll tell you show market, they'll tell you Dumota, they'll tell you Lagos, they tell you different markets. We watch all these things on TV on Saturday morning and Sunday morning. You know, all those type of these are Righteous Man is good when it comes to that aspect. So
thank you. Sorry
what I
again.
was saying.
Sorry about that. For the purpose of those who are just joining us, I would like to play this video again before Paul continues, and our market investigator, who is going to comes back to us.
Underwent a transformative change after South Carolina seceded from the United States underwent a transformative change after South Carolina seceded from the Union in 1860, followed by other states, leading to the Civil War in 1861. Yet, despite this tumultuous past, America continues to thrive, and many still aspire to reach its shores in pursuit of the American dream. Just as the sun has consistently shone, Nigeria's union has been subject of contention since its formation in 1914, when the northern and southern protectorates were united into a single entity. Despite numerous attempts to address the issues, the divisions have only grown wider. Is it time to overhaul our system and focus on good governance to create a more united and prosperous nation? Or is it time to separate? By advocating for a system based on the desire for good governance rather than ethnicity, we can move towards a brighter future, recognizing that there is a time for everything, including birth, death, war, and peace. We have the opportunity to reshape our nation's destiny. Join us for a thought-provoking and hopeful conversation as we explore this topic on various social media platforms. Let's work together to build a better future for all.
So that is what we are working towards on this platform and all other platforms that are connected to this platform, regardless of our differences. Again, later tonight we'll be having Tope and Adama on this platform around 9 p.m. New York time. 2 a.m. Nigerian, New York, and Irish time to discuss why marriages of Nigerian couples who relocate abroad lead to divorce in just a few years. Kulata, I've been made, they've made me aware that you will be on the platform with them. So please do not disappoint them by not showing up. So you have to show up. They've reached out to a lot of people as well. To the couple of videos they want to play, and I'm not gonna say what some of the things. So they are the hosts, our future female moderators on this platform, God willing, Tope and Adama, and hopefully every Friday or once. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Hopefully, once or two Fridays in a month, they will be having their own segment as well. So we are encouraging women participation on this platform, discussing other issues, not just politics. We want to focus on we don't just want to focus on politics. We want to focus on even Kulata that is searching for love. Also, they will focus on him as well. To Paul, I yield the floor back to you. Thank you.
What type of love collector is searching for? Is he going for second or third or fourth? Which one? So our diversity can make us strong, can make us great. And I see that. I traveled some 2 months ago, if I could remember. Yeah, I think 2 months ago. Yeah, May. I was just joking on this platform that when I was in Manchester last year, I was in Manchester. So when I was in Manchester, I rented a car to come to London. I wanted to flown to London, but my friend said, no, it don't make any sense. Let's just rent a car because London can be very, very expensive if I want to be doing Uber and the likes. So rented a car, coming to London. I talked to a couple of you guys and then for that thing. But when I came to London, I was in London for 3 days. Then I went back to Manchester, continued my journey back to the US. So when I came back, I messed with my UK people. I say, my UK people fall my hand. And then for that thing, they fall my hand and the likes. So if he joke with me, if he said, now so UK people they do now, if now US no go for, I say if he forget that thing, I was in Atlanta for 8 hours, hungry, nearly kill me. If he said a lie, we joke and joke. I say, it's easy. I'm coming back again in another 1 month time to Atlanta. I'll be in Atlanta for 5 days. If he said I should let her know, my brother, when I get to Atlanta, if he give me our address like a day to the day that I was coming to Atlanta, when I get to Atlanta, Jesus, to take an Uber to Ife's place is like $70 something. But she already gave me her address. And I got to Ife's place. Ife is not at home. Ife drop a car. It's a brand new car, brand new SUV. Ife dropped that car for me. Ife did not allow me to see her. I used that car for 5 days. When I was dropping the car, Ife still did not allow me to see her. What I did, I only washed the car and I dropped the car. I took picture. I dropped the car as she instructed me to drop the car. The next message Ife will send me, Ife says she can't thank me enough, that she hand over this car for me very dirty. And I bring the car very clean. I say, if you wish I talk with that one, you borrow me car for five days. You don't even know me. You don't even know me. You are talking about washing car or no washing car. This is diversity. That's an Igbo girl that I've never seen, and I have not seen her till today. That's an Igbo girl who drop a car in her own house. You understand? For the way some of us will say for security reasons, like my brother forefather. You understand? She dropped her car. She gave me. I was riding. I was doing everything. I was telling her, say, if you don't finish this your car, because we just stop anywhere we eat and every other thing. If you say, Ogapo, do whatever you want to do. She's so happy when I just keep sending her pictures that we are here, we are here, we are here. And when I came back, my daughter, I know she have camera in front of her house with my wife. I even beg her, my wife want to even thank you. At least make my wife even see safe. If he did not allow me to see her. When I left Ife place, like 10 minutes, I saw Ife in OVS platform. in a regular place the way she used to stay. I say, if I see you, I don't say if he the house. If he did not even allow me see her, she didn't. That is the power of diversity. That's an Igbo girl. She has every right to profile me. You understand? She has every right. That is the Nigeria of yesterday that we enjoy. When people want to go to school, somebody will send you that, go see my sister. My sister dey Ibadan. My auntie dey for Calabar. My brother dey here. See this person. That person will take care of you while you travel. That's the Lagos that we grow in.
Are you suggesting that this no longer happens in Nigeria?
So this profiling and every other thing is reducing it. This profiling, religion and every other thing is reducing it. It's reducing it by the day.
Are you sure of that?
I am.
Because like I said, I mean I go to Nigeria as well too, and I don't see that. And the community I live, we looked after each other. We looked after each other. Different communities, different people.
It's different when they see you that you have a lot in your plate, so people treat you differently.
No, I disagree with that.
Can I interject?
Go ahead, right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my brother Paul, I don't think your analysis are completely correct based on what is happening here. You know, we that live in Lagos or live in Nigeria, sometimes we get sick of those who are living in diaspora to think that we hate ourselves or that we don't render we let me use the Bible term, we're not good Samaritans. I'm telling you, as much as polarized the country is, as much as divided politically the Nigeria is, both the Muslim Nigerian and the Christian Nigerian still love themselves absolutely without doubt, still help themselves absolutely without doubt on daily basis. It's a capital lie to think that the ordinary Nigerians are divided against themselves. It is only during politics. In fact, where I'm living, I live in the mix of almost all the whole tribes in Nigeria, the estate where I'm living. And we cooperate. You wouldn't know who is Igbo, who is a Fulani man there, who is a Yoruba man, a Dom man, an Ikwere man, Ishan man. In fact, end of the year, we host party, an estate party. We eat together from one beautiful this thing that our women, or we hire cooks that prepare the food. All of us eat together without fear of being poisoned or the other. So it is not a correct picture to think that Nigerians back home, that we don't love ourselves or we are so divided. It is only when it comes to politics, who wants to be president and who wants to be governor. That is where you see the division comes. Like me, I'm into real estate, full time. I tell you, most of my clients are non-Igbos. I have clients in California, in Texas. I have one in Houston. I'm telling you, I build these houses, furnish it, who still hold their keys. They have their brothers in Nigeria, but they prefer me to hold their key. When they come, I open the house and hand over to them. Even some of them that I have handed over their buildings to will still ask me, Paul, can you hold that? Because that's my real name, Paul. He said, can you hold my key? Anytime I'm at the airport, I will call you, you come and pick me. Then I will make use of my house before I go to the village. I mean non-Igbos, especially people from Edo State. So thinking that we are so divided here among ourselves is not true.
I agree with that. To be honest, Paul, like I said, I go to Nigeria myself, and but the issue, that is not the issue. The issue is, why do we allow ourselves to be divided when it comes to politics, time of election? Why? If we do not allow ourselves to be divided in other things, why do we allow ourselves to be divided in the area or when politics or election, I beg your pardon, comes around? Why do we allow ourselves to be divided? Paul, before I go to righteous man.
So I'll still maintain what I said growing up. Growing up, and that's how they live here in the US. Community is very, very important when you are from the community. But today, it's not really like that. For me to ask righteous man to build a house for me that I met on the web, and I trust righteous man, probably righteous man has proved himself for me. And for me to go out there to go look for righteous man, probably people from my community must have failed me. Because if they didn't fail me, I don't think I will look for righteous man. So it's changing by the day. We know how to micromanage some of those things. But when the chips are down, I use the word Festus Keyamo said, his father never complained in the living room. But when he get to the bedroom, he complains and every other thing. So which means we micromanage ourselves. We are just not being real to ourselves. We are not being real to ourselves. We just try to use things that we can put ourselves together. But when the chips are down, the real human will come in. You understand? That's
But
that's that's that's
let me interject you. For there is no perfect society anywhere in the world.
that is true.
There is no perfect. So each society they try to micromanage themselves. You know, they try to embrace themselves as if they are one. Because if they are one, there shouldn't be any opposition for any reason. So, and Nigerian society should not be an exception now.
So when I say this thing, I'm saying these things all the way going far, the way some of us school in different places and every other thing. Oh, I want to go to Benin to go school. Say, I will Mama Osaro, go look for Mama Osaro, Mama Osaro, iye. Ah, my pikin won't go school for Benin. Oh, he say, hey, oh yeah, wait. When did they go? Why you not tell me quick? 1 month, 2 months. Remember then there was no phone. She will try everything possible to reach 1 or 2, 3 people that will come see you in school, that will come bring food for you in school in Benin, in school in Calabar, because of this bond in our community. Is calling his own brother, his own sister. Don't fall my hand. It's giving back. That is the community I grew. That's why I said, look, when I go to Nigeria, you understand, I am like the money bag. Everybody want to welcome me. People want to be nice. Some people want to sow seed so that they can gain. But I'm telling you, back then, it was a different thing. A Yoruba man forced my father. You understand? My father happened to be the first man that bought color TV. My father happened to be the second man that bought car in 1978. And the like. The man say, you are buying car, you are doing all these things in another man's house. Forced my dad to buy land to build a house. You understand? This is the community. We live together. They bring food. They do everything. That what I'm telling you to the tune where if you see Papa Kelechi, we already know the father that is very wicked by our thinking. Then you understand? He will beat you, not like what we will call to the amebo that will go report to your parents. He will punish you, and you are even praying that let him punish you or let it end there. Than say he punish you and report you, then it become double jeopardy. Who really does that again? Who can scold your kids these days? Who can even see your kids coming from school and say jump into the car? I beg, I don't want trouble. You understand? And every other thing. So the society is it's not like as it used to be. You understand? That's why I use religion also contribute and every other thing. You know, you're driving, you see your neighbor's kid coming back from school. You can say, hey, Dele, enter car. Thank you, sir. Enter car, then you drove him home. You even buy food for him. You don't want to do that now. Even when you have it in your mind to do that. Or you reflect the new community. It's different from the old one. That's what I mean. It's changing.
The distrust among us, yes, I can agree there's element of distrust there. But this is what I said to I said to a few people. It is not about my tribe or my culture. It is about the individual. It is not. I asked you a question earlier in terms of respect. My tribe or my culture encourages me to respect the other person, also to respect an elderly person. If I choose not to, it's not because of my culture or my tribe, it's because of my person.
That's true.
Because good and bad are in the society, are in every culture and tribe and nation. So if we can develop this mentality to understand that it is about if I choose to be bad towards you today or towards anybody, it's not because I'm a Yoruba man or because I'm an Igbo man. No, it's because I choose to be bad towards you. Because a Yoruba man has been good to me. An Igbo man has been good to me. An Hausa man has been good to me. An Ibibio man has been good to me. So it's not about the person's tribe. Our diversity and our tribe and our culture are meant to be used to develop ourselves, our good, and the good of the society. And until we come to this point to understand that it is not about our tribe. Respect is not a culture. Respect is not a tribe. Respect is just respect on what? On its own. So, like the person said, this tribal conversation is not reality because on ground, we all get along. If you are on the plane and there's a turbulence on the plane, Paul, you will not consider the man sitting by you that is a Yoruba man or an Igbo man. If that is the man that's going to save you. That is just the truth. But you see, we some of us, I don't know, are bent on promoting these tribal issues.
Electricity,
We
can I say?
enjoy this. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Nigerians are fine people, to embrace, to live with, to do things with, both in and outside. Let me tell you that the dichotomy of tribalism, religion, doesn't play a prominent role in our individual relationship. For example, since I joined this platform, do you know there are quite number of people in this platform who have called Dr. Damages or sent messages to Dr. Damages that they want to buy data from me, considering they don't know whether I'm okay or I'm an average or poor person or whatever. That was not the factor. Considering how life is in Nigeria, that they want to support me by buying data from me. And I tell you, people that have done this in this platform, none of them speaks the same language with me. None, absolutely none. There are people from other tribes in this platform. So have sent me, 100,000 for data. So have sent me 40,000 and thereabout for data. Say, please, righteous man, manage this. We know, no matter how it is costly for you to be joining this program, spending about 8 hours, with us. Non Igbo in this platform have done that to me. So we get along. We are fine people to have as friends, as what relatives, or even in marriage. But the problem is political, like as I said, political. Until our political leaders fine-tune the policies that will not sideline any tribe, any ethnicity, any religion, we are heading nowhere as a nation, not as individuals. We get along with each other as individuals, but collectively as a nation is not working. Why? The policies sideline some tribes and some religions and promote others. Others see themselves as kingmakers in a nation, in one nation. Just like what the intro that Dr. Damages did I listened to. He said there was a war, a civil war in the US, which many of us have read. They lost about 600,000 people. But there was something their leaders did to bring them together, that today they no longer do things based on the outcome of that war. It seems as if there was never a war in the US, a civil war. But so why can't our leaders copy what the Americans did and bring Nigerians to be one nation, so that these diversities will be used to promote this country beyond the boundaries? So the issue is our government, those that are in unhappiest, that are governing, making policies concerning this nation. They are our problem, not the common masses. After all, during the last election, I will tell you that those who piloted the big movement it started from Edo State, spring over to Warri. In fact, in the southeast, it was silent, it was not noticed. Then come to Lagos and Ibadan, going to Plateau, to Benue. These are not Igbo speaking states, but they piloted it because they believed and trusted in the personality of Obi. So the problem is not the Nigerian people, the common masses, it's our elites, the bourgeoisie, those who determine and formulate policy. They should change their ways to make Nigeria work. So I submit.
Okay, righteous man. Also, another way around, collectively now, because sometimes we talk these things all the way to the micro level, but collectively now we might say some things about the individual level, collectively as a group, as an entity, as a community. You understand, as a local government, as a state and federal. I had this conversation some time past. They started it and they stopped. You know, in my place, they say, oh, the land is almost getting finished. So no, we don't want to sell no more land for strangers. So they don't sell land for stranger and everything. I said, every great cities all around the world, it is people that will come from different places that will grow your place. Nobody grow their place and grow it very well. It is stranger that will develop their place and everything. I stand to be corrected. When you go to the east, you see a lot of good buildings, fantastic building. When you go to the east, go to Abia, they have what they call small London and the likes. You go to Anambra, you go to Imo, Ebonyi, you see all those things. But when you see that community, go ask the local government chairman how much revenue they make from that community. They don't really make revenue from those communities. When you go to my place, you see people build all these nice houses. You understand, and everything, glorified home, retirement home. They don't make revenue. But do you know if strangers come put up all those structures there, they're going to make revenue? People will live there, people will be going to work, people will be coming back, which means markets will boom and everything. But the house that you see, that Igbo man built fantastic house in his village and is living in Port Harcourt, Abuja, Lagos, America, or the UK, or Europe, whichever place, which means the community is not really growing because it's not living there to be going back and forth and the likes. But when we bring strangers, when we bring everything, so collectively as a group, you understand? So we can also use our diversity to bring outsider. For an outsider, I would not be so stupid to go build house in Abia State in one community there. You understand? And I just build here. I say, oh, when I come back from America, I will go stay there. Possibility, I will rent the house. Somebody will be living there, will be going to work, will be going to market, will send his kid to school, and it will be bringing revenue to make that community thrive. So collectively, we can also do these things. The Igbo man is a good standard when it comes to that. 774 local government, they are all there. We can open up. Don't make it harder. Don't make that property that man want to buy for the man to pay ×3 of the property because he has to bribe, he has to do everything to get that place. Make it much easier. The more we keep dividing ourselves, the better it is for us. So on that aspect too, collectively, we still need to really, really work on ourselves, where we can welcome strangers to come do business in our community. It helps, it grows things very well. And not like when they come, we frustrate them. Because at the end of the day, it's the die-hard ones that will stay. Very many, we understand, will face out.
Thank you. I can see people in the comment section highlighting this program coming up. Some are complaining it's too late. It's not for Nigeria. It's not for those of us in the UK. You see, it's we have to accommodate that time at that period because of the host. But they've pledged to have shows coming up. I stand to be corrected, where it will be held at an earlier time for everyone. However, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't join. You can join. I'm expecting Queen TA. Let me see. Queen TA to be there as well too. A lot of our ladies, women will be there as well.
And
It's gonna be.
sorry,
Well,
and then also another aspect that I want to chip in. I think that time is also good to some extent because we are talking about marriage and the likes, possibility they might want to talk sex, talk certain things. So it's good with night.
Yeah, it's good at night where the kids have gone to bed and yeah, they will. I mean, it's going to be an interesting. I hope a righteous man will be there as well to join this conversation. Kulata will be there. Kulata
will.
definitely. Okay. So you
I will
see,
be there.
everybody, righteous man heard that word X. He said he's going to be there. He's welcome. I remember the last time I went to Nigeria. The lady who gave me 500 naira to add to my 500 naira at the airport so that I can get a trolley. We sat together. She's an Igbo woman. She's a nun, and because I can't get to my person that was waiting for me outside. So it's just to highlight that we really love and care for each other, and how we can bring this to to our politics or election, and not allow those leaders to divide us when it comes to that point. Is what we have to push to achieve, and we will get there. I know it's a saddening situation when we see things. It's saddening when we see some things not happening. But on this platform, those who are the comment section on the panelists, we are from different tribes. Some we disagree at times, but we still get along. Look at Paul, the way he dressed. He's been here. Paul is a Yoruba man, if I'm correct. Paul, am I correct? Please correct me, please.
You know what they do. It's just a play with you.
No. Honest, I am being honest with you.
I am completely so. I'll just say my own part. How funny it is. I am completely Robo man from father's side and from mother's side. But my father lived for the better part in his life in Lagos. So my mom is a technical Yoruba woman because my mom do better Yoruba than many Yoruba. My mom will speak fluent till my mom died. She pray with Yoruba. My mom speak Yoruba. My mom speak Ilaje fluently, understand Ilaje. My mom speak Ijebu fluently and understand Ijebu. So not just speak the general Yoruba, she speak Ilaje, speak Ijebu, they speak Yoruba. You know, our father owns chains of property in back then Morocco. Rasaki destroy all those property. They still compensate them. They still give them property in Jakonde in Ajade. So that's the home I grew up.
Much. Chim, thank you very much. Just to also let the audience know that Chim have cancelled all his appointment this evening today to attend this show. I can't deny that. I'm not.
And I'm so sorry. Chim is also a tribal bigot because I was in a city. I was in Calgary 3 weeks ago. Chim did not even answer me at all.
Paul, God will forgive you because You told me you would come, but you came. You didn't even reach out. If you reach out now, why I don't go see you?
Tim,
I just hear say you come this side.
Tim, I reached out. We are even in the same program. I was in Canada. I even joined the program in Canada. I said it. I'm in Calgary.
No,
you even joined. You even joined the program. Yeah, you even.
Paul, hold on. For a while now, Andrew will tell you I've been going to work on weekends.
Okay.
I come in like now. I'm going to work. I come in when I see any program, throw my own views, and I rush out. If you had told me you were in town, even if not to check you after my work, I would drive by, see you for where you did. You know, tell me I'm just hearing it for the first time, and I'm being honest about it. I'm being honest. I didn't know you came to Calgary.
It was my first time to come to Calgary, and I really, really enjoyed it.
Okay, I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
So I beg, if you land here next time, say, bros, I did around though. At least ask for my phone number from Andrew, from any of the other hosts. They have my number. If you had asked even Rudolph would have given you my number.
I will come again because they take good care of me. So I'll come again. I'll repeat it again according to Fashola.
I am trying to pamper and be in the good books of Andrew, because Andrew, what Andrew is trying to introduce us to is an amazing thing. So Andrew, yes, I'm going to be available in that evening. I've made plans to make sure I'm there. And I like the topic you guys, I just caught you guys talking about now, on this ethnic thing. I want to tell this Paul with the dress like Hausa man, you be Urobo Wayo. That's why. But honestly, you see, just last week I was telling somebody that I just had this, I don't know what to call it, a moment. Something was happening around me, and when you're talking to yourself, you go be like, maybe not God they talk to you. And I said, Nigeria would have been a beautiful place, a wonderful place. I don't know how we messed it up. When I say we, not that because I've done anything, but let's take responsibility. Nigeria, when I see some things I see here in this place, I'm like, no. Not just bad leadership and, people who are not thinking forward. That's what we don't have. Otherwise, we have beautiful people. When it comes to listen, I was at a Walmart yesterday evening. On my way back, I stopped at Walmart, and I had an encounter with two Nigerians. One knows me, so we just bumped into each other. So he bought me coffee, and we're gisting, speaking in Igbo. Another guy was coming with his cart. He dropped the cart and walked towards us. I said, make I come greet you now. So I hear Igbo. I said, these are my people. And we started having a conversation. And we're talking about how, the other guy told him, I said, you see, what you have just done today is going to save you later on. Maybe tomorrow now, during snow, I did drive by, I see, say, your car stop. I'm going to pull over and give you a hand in that situation. These are some of the things that sometimes in the Western world, you probably will not see anybody do that, because, people live a mind your business type of life. But back home, we don't necessarily live that. Unfortunately, our leaders have pushed poverty, because some of this wickedness you're seeing, it's not that people really want to be wicked to each other. It's people that, that Hobson's choice, and Alaba is here, so he's an academia. He knows what I'm talking about. Hobson's choice, that talks about when life being brutish, in society, when people start eating each other. That's what is going on back home in Nigeria. Because of poverty, because of want, because of lack, because people have been pushed to the wall. You see people now literally eating each other. Dog is chopping dog. And that's not exactly who we are in the real sense of it. So this is part of the reasons why I tell people, let's look for a way to make sure that our people will get the right mindset. So that when they are voting, I see a northern and I say, no, you know what, this guy might be a Muslim, but he's going to be the best candidate. You vote him so that he can go in there and start making those changes. Otherwise, this thing will just continue to, spiral into more dog chop dog tendencies. Yeah.
Please, can you define dog don't chop dog? Let me know.
Righteous man, I don't know how I want to define them for you. When your brother, okay, let me give you a typical example. When your brother who is in business with you ordinarily should, if he doesn't have a product, who knows that righteous man has product and refer people to your shop to go and buy it. But instead of referring people to your shop, he chooses to do otherwise and do something that will harm your business out of jealousy. That's dog chop dog now. I'm not even going into Yoruba versus Igbo or Hausa versus, I'm saying even within the same language and culture, dog is chopping dog. You know what I mean, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I perfectly mean.
Chief, don't you think that is a universal human behavior?
It is so human beings generally okay, no, I don't agree, because if it was so, for those of us who are Christians, the story of the good Samaritan, so-called good Samaritan, now we they call him good. The Bible just calls him a Samaritan that was passing by. He didn't know this person. He didn't share similar culture with him. Remember, that's why the concept of Samaritan came in, because he was somebody who the other group did not like. But he had humanity in himself. He saw somebody lying on the road, helpless. You understand? Listen, in Nigeria, if you see somebody lying on the road, you'll be afraid to help. You know why? Police will now accuse you of, come and write police statement. People don't do all those things. So we put hedges on the way of people being kind and being good. But this guy, I don't know the culture and their law those days, but he decided to help the guy that was helpless on the road. Do you understand? So universally, human beings, the way God created us, are designed to be good towards others. It is institutions and wicked leadership that often create that hardness of heart. There's a photograph, or was it a video that was flying around a few years ago, of two little boys, black and white. I think they're in the same school. They saw each other and they hugged each other on the road. And people said, you see the innocence of these little children. But guess what? In a few years' time, one of them will start being prejudiced towards the other. Prejudice is taught. Prejudice is taught. Prejudice, we don't come into this world with prejudice. Do you understand? Everybody wants to love people. But you see, systems around us. Yeah, let me stop there. Somebody wants to talk. Go ahead, guys.
That guy.
Allah, the floor is yours, please. You are muted.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. My greetings to everyone. I want to greet everybody, Pastor Oyiko, Jim, Paul, and Righteous Man. It's good we are here this morning, and we thank God for life and our health. Yeah, I'm feeling very spiritual today. I don't know why. Very good topic. The issue of this, our separatist movement. It's an issue a lot of us like to jump in because it's part of our very essence. But I just want to start by saying is that the truth really matters a lot for us as Nigerians. And one horrible man in 1926 has described us as people who are short of the truth. I'm talking about Lord Lugard. He said the way he wrote down about Nigeria, said we keep away. We have a lack of veracity. That means we don't speak the truth a lot. I hope that is not true about us. I watch a lot of I don't read, as most people might think. I don't read much, but I watch a lot of ancient movies, crazy movies that my wife don't even like. Movies of the past, things like Rome, Black Sails, Vikings, and a lot of old movies, so that I can have a clear understanding of the human nature. And when I watch these movies, you would think I'm preparing, or Second World War movies, I know a lot about Hitler, how he rose to power, when I watch this movie, I will be so concentrated on it, every word I absorb. In fact, I take notes when I watch old movies. I'm not old, I talk ancient movies, historical movies, this revolution, that revolution, because there's always something they teach me in those things about the human nature. You all might think our Nigerian problem is synonymous to us. There's nothing new under the sky. All these things has happened. I've seen them like word for word in what I've seen that Hollywood has produced. Word for word. And I would take, in fact, most of my writings, ideas comes from watching specific stories. And I said, oh my God, this particular scene fit perfectly to Nigerian situation. Oh my God, this particular situation is just describing Nigeria. And I will quickly jot things down. But I will write. People would think, oh, that boy is smart. He's writing things. No, I'm not smart. I'm just copying. No, I'm there. So the Nigerian situation, nothing new, but there's an element of humanity in it that we don't face. One is this issue of the truth and calling things the way they are. Second is the issue of man's will to lord it over man. And three is the issue of that's the way things has been. Let's just move along. If you look at those three things I mentioned, I might not be connecting right now, but hopefully I will connect one day. If you look at those three things, these are the things that makes elements of our current history. The truth, let's just let things be the way they are, or this is how we've been doing it, and the human element of our situation. So why are there separatists? Separatist movements are just a reaction to their current situation. Right or wrong, we don't know if they are right or wrong. We can't condemn them. We can't praise them. But they are reactionaries. Separatists are reactionaries. So that means if we have reactionaries, there's a bigger problem that is causing them to react. So what we do here is real good. We have to ask ourselves, can we figure out what is making them react? One, can we discuss it as a people? Should we discuss it? You understand? As a people. And then, should we discuss it honestly as a people? You see, those are three aspects. Should we discuss it is different from should we discuss it honestly? Because if we don't do this thing as a people, we won't have a solution. And what we will continue to do is continue in that same direction of doing things wrongly and creating reactionaries. So the Nigerian problem, from what I'm reading and what I'm watching, has been faulty foundation from the beginning. So now in the 80s, 90s, and 20,000s, we're looking at a person carrying a load that is bent, but nobody's going back to look at that foundation and say, why is this foundation so bent? We are like the Leaning Tower of, is it Paris or Italy? Or the Pizza Tower. That's what we are. So what is our solution? Should we continue building on top of that Leaning Tower, or should we go back to the basic element of discussions? You understand? Nigeria, because others will speak, I will say this and then stop for now. Nigeria has adopted a state of sovereignty that was given to it by the Queen. When you look at the word sovereignty, sovereignty means ability to be ruled by something supreme than you. When the British ruled us, they were the sovereign. And then they handed over to another sovereign, what those who like to speak big grammar call neo-colonialist. They are like us, they are black like us, but they are not us. So until we get to that state where we have true sovereignty, which is popular sovereignty, as defined by the true tenets of democracy, we will continue to have reactionaries. So let me stop there, and then we'll add more questions, and we'll do chit chat.
Thank you very much.
Before I go on, also, I want to apologize to anybody out there who my comments in the past must have offended, the likes of Kulata or any other person out there. I think when we diverse and deal with issues like that, we don't get to the real points that are important for us to save our country. Thank you all. I'll talk more later.
Thank you, Blackson. The floor is yours. Paul, I'll come to you because you are the guest, but unfortunately, nobody's asking a question. You probably scared them from asking you questions. That's so sorry about that. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. Who is this? I think that's Righteous Man Drive. Righteous Man, I'm going to take you off your driving. So thanks for bringing that. I just removed. I wasn't looking at it. Thanks for this in the comment section. Mr. Blackstone, on the topic, please. Thank you very much. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Dr. City, and good day to everybody and those in the comment section. I just want to give my own little contribution to the topic about this issue of segregation and diversity and so on and so forth. Right? I believe that everything in this life can either be used positively or negatively. It depends on people that are involved in it or people that are taking advantage of it, right? Being a diversified society does not mean that we cannot live in unity or act together in one mind to achieve a common purpose. So that is where comes the human factor in everything in life. Depends how we think about it. It depends how we are utilizing it. Is it for our personal gain, or is it for the gain for the general public? So every country has its own diversity, and most countries have utilized it for their own benefit, for their own greatness. So sometimes I wonder with the black race, what we are doing with to ourselves. Because if I look, the issue is not only Nigeria. It's not in Nigeria that have this issue of diversity. Most black countries have this issue of diversities. Even those ones that doesn't even have it, you see they still have issues. So what is the mentality? What is the thinking capacity? What is our reasoning capacity of the black people, the black race? How do we reason? Right? And I think that's where comes this, mostly this issue that we have. We use anything that other people use for their benefit, we use it for our own disadvantage. We utilize it for our own selfish end, and then at the end, it boils down to become something of a disadvantage to the larger population. So looking at Nigeria, I believe that every society in Nigeria, every group, every language, every tribe have its own special peculiarity. So the people from different areas have their language, tribe, culture, and everything. Where if we can be able to bring these differences in our way of life, culture, way of thinking, where we do things and everything, and put it into the greater use of that will benefit the country even much more better than the division we are getting from it. So people have been saying here, like Paul says, and Rahman says, the politicians. How many are the politicians actually that can just turn a whole lot of group of people and turn it against them to use their own diversities, their own belief, their own cultural belief, everything to use against them, right? I believe that everything God created is for a purpose. So it depends how you want to make use of it. So it's either you just use it for good or for evil, for bad and for good. So I believe that if we can be able to enhance this our own diversity, it will definitely be more profitable to us. It will give us a greater nation. It will give us a peace, and it will give us. It will actually fast track our development, because nobody will be complaining that my region is not being developed, or this region is not developed, this is gaining or this is not gaining, right? It will help us. At least we need to have one mind, one way of thinking, one way of reasoning towards the society and the country, and that will bring greater development for us, and at a faster rate. But we are not doing this. So at every single time they come, they divide us, and the people play along with them, right? They use the people, they use even the elders, the kings, the priests, and all of them. They use them to divide even their own people all in the name because they want to use it for their own, just their own benefit. But if we can be able to stand against these things, it will help us to a greater level in moving that country forward. No, I think when we go back, like Ferrari was saying, that if you go back to the history of different countries, you see that most of them have different languages, have different cultures, but they were able to understand that if they're able to unite, bring these cultures into, make use of their culture and everything, it will help them, right? To help them. In fact, let me say, like in Germany now, if Bayern has a different culture, Bayern region of Germany have a different culture from the other part of Germany. Their own culture, and they still today, they still maintain that culture. They have what they call beer festival in October, and they have their own traditional wear, whereby there's a day or a week they celebrate it, they wear it on that week and everything. These are their own culture, and they still respect it. So why must our own culture be a problem to us? Why must our own different culture divide us? So why can't we embrace this culture and then utilize it for our own benefit? So this is just that it is a human thing, doesn't have. It's a human thing. It's how we think, how we make use of what's supposed to benefit us, and how we make use of it. And at the end of the day, we use it to our own disadvantage. At the end of the day, we start blaming people. So those that are preaching division and those that are accepting the division, we are all in the same pot. So there's no difference from those that are preaching and those that are accepting it. So, and everybody, like I do say, everybody has a fan, everybody has a disciple. So either you are a disciple of good or a disciple of doom. So I think in Nigeria, we have more disciples of doom than disciples of good. Thank you. That's what I just want to say now.
Thank you very much. Again, just to highlight this broadcast coming up, and they will be featuring regularly on this platform. I'm drafting the contract for them, and they've agreed to sign it to be our regular moderator, allegedly, before they come after me. So there's another block. I want to thank those in the comment section, those for your super chats, which I've highlighted. Also to acknowledge apology on the platform, and I want to thank Paul. Paul, I will confirm from Dr. Rudolph the $1,000 issue. Paul have shown I've challenged everyone. If you have your own, you feel you want to issues you want to talk about, and you need your own slot, just reach out to Rudolph or to any of the moderators, and we can arrange that. And that was arranged sitting in the hot seat at times for us to feel how it is like. Like I said, there's another broadcast in the next half an hour or 32 minutes. So as I bring this broadcast to an end, I would like to thank you once again. I will see you tonight, 2 a.m. my time. I will be there. Also, I would like to encourage every one of you to please be there. Let's discuss this issue. It's very, 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 very important. We're looking for help. To help each other.
Electricity, before you shut down, let me just say something about this.
Go ahead, please.
You know, I said these things about one of the things the diversity cause. Our diversities are good, but we must respect it. But you must understand that religion, when it comes to Christianity and Islam, is not our thing. You know, they bring it to us, and when they bring it, yes, you may trace religion back to Africa, you may trace Islam to some extent to Africa, kind of. But when they brought this religion back, it became an establishment. And it's an establishment coming from the colonial era, to which forefather hate to say the colonial master and every other thing. So when they bring it, they impose it, they force it on us. And they use that thing to also destroy.
Let me stop you there. There is a broadcast on that tomorrow, 2 p.m. Okay, if you look at this thing, so you can come on. I'll have you as the guest if you can, if you don't mind. At 2 p.m. I've already set that one up. Okay, so that we can discuss this issue. So once again, have a lovely evening, and I will see you again, God willing. Good night.
Okay. Thank you.